the red ghost in the previous room always disappeared from the paintings when we got close to it, and also the hook shot when fired from a distance did not do anything. Maybe that changes with the bow, because of course once you get the bow it's like, here you have a new tool, maybe try to do something with it that didn't work before, right? And there's also the eye switch just before the twisted corridor, so that's probably the way you can unwind it. I don't really want to go back there yet though. I don't want to kill the ghost, so let's just try shooting at the painting he's in. Let's try shooting at his painting. Ah, who'd have thought that? How convenient. And of course, once there's no other paintings where he can go, he won't leave even though you're pretty close, so you can just shoot all of the 3 paintings. And now he'll appear here and we can attack him and kill him if it once he's not invisible. Please? I mean, I cannot really do anything. Ah, no. Really? You're just stalling the inevitable. It's not really hard to dodge you. So why are you even trying? If that's the only attack you can do. Well, you can actually hit me when I'm not looking. Ah, there you go. So now it released the flame, I guess. And no, this one is burning, so Navi gave us a hint that this looks the same as the one in the central room. So it might be that now the other one is burning again too, right? This torch is lit, that means that the other one is probably lit as well. Okay, so we just have to kill the 4 ghosts and then all of the flames they stole will be freed and probably the elevator will be there again. And there's another smoky here, that's pretty convenient. So there's probably more paintings here of the blue ghost. So let's give him the same treatment as with the red ghost. Can I also just slash it with a... No, I can't, okay. You can't run, you just watch while I shoot your face. Can I hit him while he's... I can't hit him while he's rotating, right? Even if he is visible. They are conveniently holding still while... so that I can have enough time to slash them. One of the post sisters, oh, they're actually female, okay. I don't know how Navi found that out. But well, I guess she's a fairy, right? So she probably also knows how to distinguish genders on the fairies, so that's probably not that different. Aim for her when she appears. I genuinely didn't know that they were female, as it seems. All 4 of them. I didn't know ghosts had genders at all, so... Okay. So are all Poes female? No, it's just the Poe sisters in here. Probably these 4, right? I wonder what's the lore behind them. I mean, there for sure must be some lore behind them, right? Like the 4 sisters that were priestesses at the temple or something? Wow, compass. Okay, so at this point we see where we missed some chests, right? Funny thing is, if you missed a chest in the first room, you can't get to this point, so you don't have the compass to tell you that, look, there is a chest in the first room. Then there's also this one chest in the room in the northwestern corner, of course, which is the Bosky chest, we already know that. And then there's another chest that we missed in the climbing room, as it seems, okay. But yeah, as long as we do have a key and at most 1 closed door, we will just continue on our way. Because at one point, of course, we will just be on the balcony in the first room again, right? So we can just complete the loop and then climb up the western room again. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. At least she always gives you a warning. I think that's where we came from, right? Okay, so let's have a look around the room. Maybe there's like... No, there's no chest. I would see it in the minimap over there. There's just a hole in the wall. And this seems to be another room that we can like rotate gravity in, right? So let's go the only way we can take right now. Have some more... These are now floating with green fire, while the other ones had blue fire. Alright, I guess we have to backtrack to one of the chests again, right? Because we don't have another key. Oh yeah, there was this eye switch, right? Now that we have the bow, we can activate the eye switch and then probably there will be a chest spawning there. Yeah, let's just go back to that chest, I guess. So, yeah, here there was the fence and now there was the eye switch up there, right? Yeah. It's interesting, this is a yellow one. I think the yellow ones are the ones that we have seen so far, but the other one above the door to the twisted corridor was a silver one. Well, it's probably gold, the gold and silver, right? Gold switches are usually, gold eye switches are usually those that you activate once and then they're done, you cannot unactivate them. And there's also no need to do so. While the silver ones can actually be unactivated again by you shooting them once more. Wow, you really just had me spend an arrow to get more arrows. Yeah, okay, let's just unwind the corridor and get the boss key chest. And I guess then it's this one chest on the left here that we probably have to get, because the connection from this room to the courtyard room seems to be the one that we have over here. Okay, let's shoot the eye. Because that's what you do with eyes in the world. You take something pointy and stuff it in there. Right, now we unwind it perfectly. And then we can jump down there and kill the wall master. Because of course whenever we leave the room it respawns. You got the boss key! Now you can get inside the chamber where the boss lurks. Which is somewhere in the basement, right? Yeah. Indicated by the skull, of course. Now, this hole is actually pretty interesting because if we look down here, you see that there is a room down there. And if we look at the map, we can see that we are on top of a room that we've not been in so far. And of course, we do need a small key. And the best way to find a small key is to check all the rooms that you have not been in first. And after that, you probably have to backtrack to the rooms where you have been in. So let's go down here. There's another... Ugh. Whoa, there's two of them. Ouch, I don't really like those. Because also they take two normal slashes. It takes two normal slashes to kill them, which is why I'm trying to always jump slash them. But the second one floating around makes it a little harder to focus on the first one. It's funny because, as I said when I was a kid, and even still now, I never used Deku Nuts. Although many of the enemies always drop Deku Nuts, as if they were hinting at you, maybe you just try using Deku Nuts on us. So let's just, you know, try using a Deku Nut on the next floating skull instead of having to hit them with a hookshot. And of course, Deku Nuts make a lot of the things easier in this game. So if you're playing it for your first time and you're struggling with defeating enemies, try some nutting. Now if we have a look at the map, we realize that this door over here is the one that connects us to the previous room. The one that was so elusive for so long. And it seems you're just not meant to reach it from this side, but from the other side, haha. So that you can go up again, unwind the corridor and continue away. Now we still need another key, and of course we see on the map that there is a room on the left side here that has a chest in it. And another wall master. How are they called? Now they're called floor master because of course it doesn't dangle from the ceiling, but it is on the floor already. When it splits up, destroy all the pieces before they reunite. Well, yeah. As I said, they could not make things easier, but the thing is, first of all, it just bumps into you, and the problem is when it turns green. When it turns green, what are you doing? When it turns green, thanks, it's immune to attacks. So either you have to dodge it, or you have to stun it with a nut first, and then hit it. And these are even creepier than the big one, because as you can see, first they run away, and then they come back and try to choke you. Oh, that's a little low, but it should be choking. And then once they choked you, they grow back into a big one again. So those are even creepier than the big one. So what you can do is, once you killed it, you just throw another nut and then do a spin attack and kill them all at once. Nuts are good. Trust me. Also, for example, the bubbles in Lord Yabu Yabu. I mean, you can go the tedious route and kill them one by either running into them, or by using a Deku Stick, or by using the boomerang. And there is a small key that we were looking for. Or you can just throw some nuts, and all of the bubbles in the vicinity of the nut will just explode. Nuts are good. Now we have to get up to second floor again, right? So we can now take the shortcut, I guess that's just what this door is meant to be, and climb again. The ice switch is still activated, so we have to shoot it again. And then for some reason it heals again, so I guess it also teaches our children that if you stab someone in the eye, you just have to stab him again and then everything is fine again. Alright, so in this room we have this carousel here around this beautiful torch over there, and we have an ice switch over there, and of course if we hit the ice switch nothing happens because it's frozen, as you can see, and the ice just blocks the arrows. And we can't use deku sticks for some reason as an adult, because I don't know, I guess adults don't play with sticks. I would. I love playing with sticks. But yeah, so we can't just like use a deku stick to transport the fire from the torch over to the ice switch to unfreeze it. So what we can do though is, if we shoot an arrow through the flame of the torch, it will get lit up, as you can see. And that's the way how you transport fire as an adult. You don't use sticks, you shoot arrows through flames, I guess. So we have to have the correct timing here to shoot an arrow through the flame into the ice switch to unfreeze it and activate it at the same time if our aim is true. And there we go. And now we can twist the second twistable corridor over here, and then we can either wait until our carousel stops at the entrance again, or we just hop over to the entrance. Of course, if you fall down here, first of all there is this interesting looking soup down here that just damages you like lava. And for some reason there is no ladder to get up to the entrance, but there's only this ladder over here with the frozen switch, right? So whenever you fall down, you just have to try again. So if you're really bad with jumping platforms here, you just have to be, just be tortured in this room. Alright, now we have some differently placed gravity in here, and now the hole that was previously on the wall, of course, since the room rotated now, I guess, for however that works. Weird. Yeah, that's actually interesting. I mean, it gives us the feeling as if it would be ourselves walking on the wall right now, right? Because it's like, oh look, now you're just walking on walls. But if that would be the case, there would still be a wall behind the hole over there. So it was actually the room that was rotated. It's interesting. I mean, I'm just wondering how this technically works, because I guess just if you run through this room, I guess it's just the room rotating, while like the ground is still below us. I'm really wondering how they did this in the code. But yeah, now we can fall through this hole into another room there where we haven't been before. Have we been there before? No, we haven't. So if we leave the room through this door, I wonder what this door is actually for, because this is now the one leading to the other courtyard. So maybe this is just for dropping down here and opening the chest, so it's probably not even meant to reach a chest below there by using the hookshot. But I don't want to climb to the top floor again, so let's do this puzzle over here. There is a dropping platform with holes inside of it. Listen! Gilga, watch out! The ceiling is falling down! Oh no! Bam. And there's also spiders. So, we do want to activate the switch over here without getting smushed. Conveniently enough, there is exactly above the switch, there is a hole. And then get by the spiders. Conveniently, we can see the shadows of the spiders. And let's hope there is a hole here. There is one. Yay, arrows. They really want us to have enough arrows here. And that's already it. Shadows on the ceiling. Cubes with the green ghost on it. And there is also, of course, the mandatory painting of the green ghost. And if we shoot it, we have to solve this little riddle here. We have to push the 4 blocks with the green ghost on it next to each other so that it recreates the painting that we just saw. Which isn't that hard. You just have to realize that on one of the blocks there is actually the blue ghost, not the green one, so we don't need that one. And then the green ghost will appear. It's pretty nice, because I think if you just had the same mechanic for all of the 4 ghosts, where you have to hit 3 paintings so that they can't run away anymore, that would get kind of boring, right? So I think it's pretty neat that they have different mechanics here for spawning the ghosts. There we go. Alright, now we're on the balcony, so we can already hear that the last of the Poe sisters is weeping, I guess, about her sister's deaths. Can ghosts die? I guess we just call it like that. I'm not sure if she's weeping or if she's like... What is she doing exactly? She might as well just be waiting for us, right? But yeah, well, sorry, but I think she's weeping. That's actually pretty sad. Now I feel bad. Oh, maybe that's why she creates copies of herself, because she already misses her sisters, right? Alright, so there's also a different mechanic with the last ghost here. As you can see, when she appears, one of them is doing this little pirouette. And we can't attack it with a sword, because wherever we go, she just always keeps the same distance, right? And if we shoot the wrong one, it will just poof and disappear, and then they're rotating faster around us, so they're harder to hit. But yeah, we just have to hit the one that is moving, turning around at the beginning with our bow. Like 5 times, I think. She will also perish, and I will just tell myself that we like freed their spirits from the agony of being chained to this temple, and that we do actually do a good thing by killing them, in lack of a better word. And yeah, now the elevator is back, and we visited all of the rooms except for the basement, so that's probably the last thing left to do. We also have the boss key, so we're just gonna go straight to the boss fight. No, of course not, because there is this iron bars over there. Yeah, there's a switch over here, which we also can't read, but we can grab this handle, I guess. And for some reason we can rotate the walls around by just having a little push, and then it turns on their own. Okay. And now, of course, as you can see on the minimap, there is different side rooms here. And by pushing the walls around, please step onto the switch, thank you. We move the holes in the wall, and then can reach these side rooms. And of course, there are switches in these side rooms, and by activating all of the switches, we will be able to reach the boss. And now the way to the boss room is open. I wonder what epic battle awaits. Another room with a Triforce. Maybe we have to play Zelda's Lullaby. Oh no, I can't even play the Ocarina in here. Okay. Yeah, because of course the Ocarina is much too overpowered, and if I would just play Zelda's Lullaby here, then the whole temple would just collapse, I guess. So, yeah, there's beautiful paintings around here. They all have exactly the same picture in it, and there isn't really a difference to any of them. And when I shoot it with an arrow, nothing happens. Yeah, what you can do here is you can look at every nook and cranny, and until you realize there really just isn't anything there, and then you're like, okay, well, let's just go back. Maybe I missed something in the temple, and then you're like, aha, so that's what you have to do the whole time. You just have to try to leave. Yeah. And there's Ganondorf. We just walked right into his trap. Well, if it was a trap, you made it awfully difficult to get here with all the keys and stuff. And whoa! Face off. Evil spirit from beyond, Phantom Ganon. So it isn't really the real Ganon. Alright, so he dives into these pictures. And then he will try to... He will run at us from another picture. And emerge again. And then... do this little lightning attack. So I don't think you can hit him with an arrow once he's in air. Mid-air, right? No, not really. So that's not what we meant to do. So what we are meant to do is we pull out the bow and we have a look at all of the paintings, and then that's the wrong one, because this one is just turning around and like, ah, gotcha, and all the while the real Ganon, Phantom Ganon, will just electrocute us. So we have to look for the right Ganon, if it's this one. There's two cues to find out if it's the real one. First of all, the armor on his horse and also on himself is a little lighter than with the wrong ones. And the second is you can actually hear the horse galloping, which you can't if you have a fake Phantom Ganon galloping at you. So let's prove that. This one is a fake one. He's much darker than the real one, and you also cannot hear the footsteps coming from the painting he's coming from, but only from the one to the left. And then we just hit him a third time, and then he will drop his steed and play some tennis with us. Now we will just hurl these electric balls at us. What does Navi have to say? Phantom again, it's an evil ghost of the forest temple. He comes out of one of the pictures. Yeah, we had this already. Answer his magic attack with an attack of your own. So we'll just have to slide at the... Oh, slice. Okay, I actually hit you. I didn't really want to hit you, but yeah. So we have to hit the energy ball with a sword. At some point, he will be going to an elevated position. Ah, now. And if we hit the electric ball now, it will go directly at him, and we will have to play tennis. Basically, and the orb speeds up with every hit. And then we hit him, and we can attack him for like 2 seconds. Wow, that's really inconvenient. Oh no, it's a little longer. Okay. You can also hit him as we did in the first place, with one of the energy balls when he's not deflecting them. But only if you're close enough to him, so that he... Because of course the energy ball is deflected into a random direction forward. If you're close enough, it might still hit him. So that's what happens when we first hit him with it. And that's already it? Wow, okay. Hey kid, you did quite well. It looks like you may be gaining some slight skill. I guess that's the real Ganondorf talking to us. But you have defeated only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. Yeah, why don't you just erase me, Red Lighter? What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions. It's interesting how they always, in video games, they have to make the evil ones especially evil by them treating their subjects badly. Which is completely stupid for a dictator or whatever to do, because how do you win the loyalty of your subjects if you treat them like shoes? You got a heart container, yay! Back we are again in the Temple of Light, Chamber of the Sages. So we haven't seen Zarya anywhere in the temple, but it seems that we have freed her. Hey Zarya. Thank you, because of you I could awaken as a sage. Didn't you already know that you're a sage? I mean, she always knew that she had a connection to the forest temple, and she went there to fix the problems there, right? So she probably knew this already? I don't know. I am Zarya, the sage of the forest temple. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No? You don't have to explain it to me. Explain what? The thing with Zelda, well, I'm really sorry. I mean, you know, it was Deku that sent me there. What could I have done? She means nothing to me, really. Because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. Yeah, that's what I said in the first place, right? I'm Hylian, well, Link is Hylian, and Zarya is a Kokiri, so maybe you should just give Mido a chance, I don't know. Well, maybe not, he's kind of a... But I'm pretty sure that there's some Kokiri males, yeah there are, so maybe one of them, you know? I will stay here as the forest sage and help you. Now please take this medallion. Why do you have to stay here? Well, okay, I guess this is the last bastion against Ganondorf, right? So if she left Temple of Light, she would probably be captured again, I guess. Maybe we should try bringing Peach to the Temple of Light, then she wouldn't be kidnapped by Bowser all the time. You received the Forest Medallion. Zarya awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Zarya will always be your friend. Wow, we're getting friend-zoned immediately. There's a plant! Whoa! Whoa. Is there a stick with a leaf sticking from its mouth? There is, right? Hi there! I'm the Deku Tree Sprout! Because you and Zarya broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot! You're welcome. So is this like a monarchy? So the Deku Tree was like the king before, and now that you're basically his son, and you can Now you take over the reins and you're probably much more cruel than your father because he didn't ever have time for you and now you'll just be okay, whatever. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? Yeah, why didn't they? That's because the Kokiri never grew up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. But they know I'm not a Kokiri because I would have died if I was a Kokiri and I left the forest, so that's still only a half-baked explanation. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, no, I'm pretty sure that I'm not a Kokiri, so... Well, as you might have already guessed, you're not a Kokiri, you're actually a Hylian. Yeah. But why do I not turn into a Skull Kid when I enter the forest if I'm Hylian? Can you please solve this riddle for me? I'm happy to finally reveal the secret to you. I have more questions that need answering. That's it? Oh no, there's more, okay. Story time! Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in a world. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and a baby boy entered this forbidden forest. Oh, it's the story of Link, of how he came to the patronage of the Deku Tree. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. So yeah, there was this great civil war in Hyrule between... started by Ganondorf, of course. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so it took him into the forest. Because Ganondorf tried to overthrow the king, and then there was the civil war, and of course the Hyrulean king won. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. The Hylian king won, and that was this sequence that we saw in the beginning of the game, where Ganondorf bent the knee in front of the king, so that was probably like the end of the war. You're a Hylian and were always bound to leave this forest. And now you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Well, that's nothing new, honestly. Now Gilga, break the curses on all of the temples and return peace to Hyrule. Does it have to be me? Can't you... You know, I'm sure Mito would be eager to do it. How long do Deku trees live? Wow, that's... Convenient little hole in the crown of the tree above there. Okay. Yeah, but now the monsters have gone. Yay! Since there is a new Deku tree protecting the forests. We killed the old one, but we also gave you a new one, so please like me. Now that the Deku Tree sprout is growing in the Great Deku Tree's meadow, the forest has returned to normal. It's interesting that they already know about it, right? Because I have not seen any of them entering the Deku Tree's meadow over there, since it sprouted. But okay, yeah, let's just go then, I guess. To the Death Mountain next, right? So there is this shortcut through Lost Woods, so let's make use of that. Oh, wait, I do have a bone to pick. So, let's just do it the usual way, try to get ahead first. Okay, no, I got it. Yeah! Ah, now I gotcha. Just cover the inside track. Ooh! Okay, we both slow down when we touch. So I just cover the inside and then have my carrots respawn and block him, and there we go. What's up with that horse? Is that Epona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? That's pretty easy, you just have to listen to Melon, and you could have tamed it as well if you would be nice to the horses, you know. I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on the race and lost you. Wait a second, so your wildest and most untamable horse, the one that is the least valuable to you, because you can't really use it for anyways, you wanted to give that horse to Ganondorf, and you assumed that he wouldn't get behind your idea of, well, I just give him my most useless horse. I thought the idea of him leading ranch was to be on good terms with Ganondorf, so why would he give him like his least valuable horse? Ha ha ha, now he laughs again, okay. As I promised, I'll give the horse to you. However, oh, there's a catch. I'll never let you leave this ranch. Alright, I mean, I can now just ride my horsey around the ranch, I guess. Can be fun, right? I mean, what would I do with the horse? I have to have some... She has some place to sleep, right? So I mean, what do you usually do when you have a horse in real life? You just pay somebody to keep it in their stables, and once you want to go for a ride, you go there and get it. So, oh my god, now I'm feeling bad again. Okay, of course, what we do is we just jump over the gate that he just locked, or only in the third try, or second try, or whatever, because that was a lot less speed, right? And it just works. So I'm not really sure if you can hop over it the first time. But yeah, there we go. We're free, and now we have a horse. And what we'll be doing is, because of course we can only ride the horse on Hyrule Field, and whenever we enter a town, we just have to leave the horse behind. And I guess we'll just leave it there with all of the stall kids and wolves around, and maybe it would have been better if we just left her at the ranch.